Hey boys and girls, Miss Cinca here, and today I'm going to explore kinetic and potential energy. So yesterday, when we were talking about different energy systems and energy transfer and all of the new words we've been learning, I started to wonder, does potential energy affect kinetic energy? Let's review those vocab words first. Remember, kinetic energy is energy of motion. Anything that's moving has kinetic energy. And potential energy is energy that is stored. If something's not moving, there's a pretty good chance it has some potential to it. It could move. It just has stored energy. So to answer that question, I have a little bit of an experiment and also a focus question to answer. My focus question is, does the position of a starting point on a ramp affect its kinetic energy? Let's figure it out. So to do this experiment, I have 2 ramps and 2 steel balls. I also have a tape measure, and eventually I'm going to use tape to tape it all down. Let's get this set up. All right, I think I'm ready. There is one thing I'm missing though. I need a spot where is the definite end, like the finish line. I have it taped, but we can't really see that well. I got an idea. This should work. I'll place it here on the finish line, and whichever ball hits it first is the one that went faster. I think for this experiment, we're going to need a couple of trials. I'm going to first start by placing one ball on 5. That's how high up it is on the ramp. And the other ball, I'm only going to put at 2. I'm going to watch to see which one hits my bucket first. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Did you see that? Even though the one that was on 5 technically had to travel farther because it started further back, it finished first. Let's look at that again. 1, 2, 3. Same results. I think we need to start recording these. This is the chart I'm going to use to record my trials. Notice that on the left hand side I have my trial, which will be 1, 2, and 3 since I'm going to do 3 trials. The other column, I'm going to list the position that finished first, meaning the position that went faster, and that's either going to be 5 or 2, because that's where I'm starting the balls. All right, here's our official trials. We're going to do 3 of them to make sure our results are accurate. So trial number 1, I'm starting this ball on 5 and this ball on 2. 1, 2, 3. The ball that started at 5 finished first, like before. Okay, this is trial number 2. 1, 2, 3. Same results. The one that started at 5 finished first. Our last results should be the same, but let's make sure just in case. All right, 1, 2, 3. Same exact results. So here's what my chart looks like after I ran all my trials. Every single time I got the exact same results. Position 5 was faster. The important part is that these balls are exactly the same. They have the same mass, made out of the same material, and have the same volume. So the only thing I'm changing is the distance on the ramp or the starting position. And every single trial gave us the exact same results. The higher this number on the ramp, the faster it went. What does that mean though? So what does this all mean? When we took the 2 balls that had the exact same mass, the exact same volume, and we were made of the exact same material, we placed them on the ramp at different starting points. One at the 5 starting point and one at the 2. What we noticed were consistent results, meaning that we got the same result every single time. The ball that started at the 5, which was a steeper slope, had faster results than the one that started at a 2 or a shallower starting point. That means it went faster, it had more speed, it had more kinetic energy. But what does it have to do with potential energy? I have a feeling if we look at this illustration from our study guide, we might be able to figure out this mystery. When we looked at our study guide the other day, we said that the ball in the middle, on this picture, the blue ball, has more potential energy than the red ball or the yellow ball. That's because the blue ball is higher. It has more gravitational potential energy, meaning that it's higher from the Earth's surface. Anything higher from Earth's surface has gravitational or more gravitational potential energy. So the blue ball has more gravitational potential than the red ball, and the red ball has more gravitational potential than the yellow ball. This ties into our experiment. So what's the lesson? What is the takeaway? Today when we put the ball higher on the ramp, we gave it more gravitational potential energy. We know this because the higher something is above Earth's surface, the more gravitational potential energy it has. So by putting it higher on the ramp, we automatically gave it more potential energy. When that potential energy converted or transferred into kinetic energy, it then had more kinetic energy as well. More potential energy became more kinetic energy, which meant it went faster.